Alright, guys. Let me go ahead and check the stream, make sure everything's all good and dandy. Alright, give me a sec. Okay. Let's see. Alright, guys. Let me go ahead and check the stream, make sure everything. Alright, give me a sec. Let me just, it's not gonna be exact. Actually, it is! Let's go! Okay. A bit more down. A little bit. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Let's see how that is. Let's see. La 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 la. It's not gonna be exact. La la la. Whoa, this is behind! Holy freak! Let's see. Whoa, this is behind! Holy freak! Alright, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. Today we're playing Fnaf 2 Redux. So it's basically just the base game of Fnaf 2, but a little more animated, and I like it a lot. I have a new mouse I'm using right now, so I might be a little bit chopped, but fear not, I think we can do this. Brand new game, and I want to beat Night 6 as well. Grand reopening, Vintage Pizzeria given new life. We all know about this. 150 a week each. Well, in the 80s, that was pretty good, alright? In the 80s, that was pretty good. So, I'll allow it. But here we go. Here we go. We got Redux. Hopefully, this is a pretty successful run. Whoa. Wow. Alright, let's listen to Phone Guy.
Hello?
Troll.
Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved
Look at these
Freddy
guys.
Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and
Okay.
exciting career path. Now, I
There are
want
a
you to
few brand new
forgive me if you
camera
may have
angles, I
heard
think, as well. Like,
about the old
camera
location.
animatronic poses.
Some people
I think.
still have a somewhat negative impression of the company.
Talk about
That old
Fredbear's Family
restaurant
Diner.
was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety.
Should be the safest place in the
People spend
world.
a small fortune on these new animatronics.
It is
Facial
not the safest place in
recognition,
the world.
advanced mobility, they even let
Balloon
them walk
boy.
around during the day. Isn't that neat? But
Nothing
most
about that is
importantly,
safe, Phone Guy.
they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away.
Yeah, I still
Heck,
think
we should
that's
be
the
paying
truth.
them to guard
I
you.
still think the toy
Now
animatronics
that
aren't
being
possessed.
said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second
Kink.
guard to work at that location.
Okay, I gotta
The
stop,
first
bro.
guy finished his week
Dude,
but complained about
I'm
conditions.
sorry to whoever's
We
watching,
switched
bro.
him over to the day shift. So,
No, but
hey,
seriously,
lucky you, right?
the theory that,
Mainly he expressed concern that
there's
certain
a
characters
theory,
seem to move
I
around
think
at
it's been
night and
disproven.
even attempted to get into his office.
There's so many theories,
Now,
but
from what we know, that should
there's a
be
theory that
impossible.
we're playing
That
as William
restaurant should be
Afton,
the safest place on earth. So
and
while engineers don't really have an explanation for this,
we
a
broke it, but,
working
you
theory
know,
is that
we got
the
into
robots
this
were never
job
given a proper
in the
night code.
intention
So
to
when it
get the
gets quiet,
animatronics,
they think they're in the wrong
and,
room. So then they go
that's
try to
why
find
these
where the
guys are
people
after us,
are,
is
and in this
because at this
case,
point,
that's
William
wrong.
is convicted.
So our temporary solution is this.
So that's
If
why
you need to
they
find
attack him,
trouble by
because
the
he's tied
side,
into the criminal
everything is
database.
rigged to be wind
Um,
up
I
remotely.
don't think that's
So
what's happening.
every once
I
in a
do
while,
think
switch over to the prize
that these
counter so you can
animatronics
see
aren't
and wind it up
possessed.
for a few seconds.
I think
It
that they're
doesn't seem
just
to affect
doing
all
their
of the
job.
animatronics, but it does affect
They are
one of them.
they are doing
And
their
as for the
duty
rest of them, we
as
have an even
programmed.
easier solution.
However, these guys
There may be a
definitely
rare
are
glitch
possessed.
in
We
the
know
system,
this.
something about the robot
We
syncing
know
with
this.
an endoskeleton
And
with some kind of
Mangle, there's something weird about Mangle, bro. I don't know what to
smooth.
make of
So
Mangle.
hey, we've given you an innocent Bonnie
Mangle might be
Fazbear head.
possessed by somebody,
Problem
but
solved.
I think the
Put
toy
it on any
animatronics are
time and
just...
leave it on for as long as you want.
Bonnie?
Eventually, anything that wandered in will
What
wander
are you
back out.
doing?
Something else worth mentioning is kind of
What are
the
you doing?
quartz modern design of the building. You
Also,
may have
I'm just
noticed our
talking
front
over
doors
Phone
are
Guy at
usually
this point.
closed.
Like, why'd I even keep his
But
phone
hey,
call
you have
going?
a light, and even even though your flashlight can run out of power,
The building cannot.
so don't worry about the place going dark.
I've got
Oh,
more
like
to
I
worry
said,
about.
you
Okay, I've
should be
got
golden.
pretty much everything
Get
else
the
to
light,
worry
put
about.
on the spread ahead if you need to.
Let's see.
Keep the music box wound
Oh,
up. Piece of cake. Have a good
wow,
night,
that was
and
quick.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bro, I was not paying attention, bro. I have not been being... I have not been attentive to his speech, even though I've heard it 1,000 times. This mouse is tripping me up, bro. Getting back into the swing of this game, it's pretty interesting. I'm trying not to use all of my flashlight, but one thing I like to do on night one is just explore. Chica! Freak are you doing? I like to explore the pizzeria. I like to look at all the rooms. I like to look at the details, and I like to just look around. Oh! Speaking of which, but yeah, the flashlights, not lasting very long. And I think in Redux, the flashlight lasts not as long? Could be tripping. But I played the original Fnaf 2 the other day. Just on here. What's up, Chica? And it felt like the flashlight just lasted a lot longer. I don't know. I might be tripping. But one thing I find interesting about the FNAF 2 trailer, the new one that just came out, oh my gosh. First of all, best trailer ever released for any movie. One thing I find interesting is that in the games, whenever Chica is in attack mode, her beak and her eyes are always out. But in the trailers, when she is attacking, some of the shots at least, she's gonna have her beak and eyes on. Which I have a theory, there's one shot in the new trailer of Chica standing, and you can see her mouth underneath the beak, which is something that I haven't seen before in the trailers, which makes me think in that specific shot, they use some trailer magic to just put her beak and eyes back on. I think in that scene, they're gonna be off. I think in that scene, her eyes and beak are gonna be off. I could be wrong, I probably am wrong, but her mouth just seems so visible underneath the beak that obviously we are gonna see Toy Chica beakless and eyeless eventually. Um, but it is interesting. In the games, when she's attacking, she always has them off. But in the attack scenes we've seen in the trailers, she has them on. Um, like I said, I know for a fact that she's gonna have them off eventually, but I just found that detail interesting. And, boy, Toy Freddy, he actually looks pretty scary. Uh, in the new, there's a couple shots of Toy Freddy in the new trailer, and it's amazing, bro. Toy Freddy looks so goofy in this game. Like, bleh, look at him. But in, oh, wow, we got two in one night. Good lord. Uh, why you giggling at me? Toy Chica giggling at me, bro. Why is she laughing at me? Mm. But anyway, no, Toy Freddy looks freaking terrifying in some of the shots in the new trailer, and that's very, very awesome. Because Toy Freddy has never looked better. Let's do it. We got it. My only issue, Toy Bonnie looks fantastic, by the way. My only issue is that he doesn't have the dilated pupils when he's attacking, like he does in the game. Which, it makes sense. Like, how could an animatronic's fixed eyes dilate? It makes no sense. It happens in the game, but in the movie it probably won't happen. That is a shame, though, because Toy Bonnie looks terrifying with the dilated pupils. I feel like he looks so cute and lovable without them. But when he has them, bro, he is freaking scary. The scariest, by far, of the toys. Even scarier than Mangle. It's just the insane look he has, like, He looks like an off-the-rails, like, freaking crazy guy. That's what's scary about him. And I think they realize that about him in the movies, because whenever we see Toy Bonnie, he's got a weapon in his hand. Bro thinks he's Ghostface. We've never seen an animatronic use a weapon before. I think it's always been, jump scare, or a strangle or something, or a bite. Never before has an animatronic wielded a weapon, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the only animatronic I can imagine using a weapon is Springtrap, because that's an actual dude. Which obviously in the movies he does use a weapon. But even when he's dead, like when Springtrap is 30 years in the hole, I can imagine him using a knife. But Toy Bonnie, something about him using a knife seems right. Because he looks like a freaking crazy murderer in the games. Yeah, the Freddy mask will not fool Foxy. There is a scene in the original trailer of Foxy squinting, and I think I saw someone say this on like Reddit or something, or a YouTube comment. I think that scene is gonna be Foxy seeing through Mike's disguise. It just seems the most plausible. Why else would Withered Foxy be squinting? Sup, Mango? Can you not do this on night 2? Anyway. Yeah, there's a scene of Bro squinting, and it really does feel like that's gonna be him seeing through Mike's mask. Okay, Balloon Boy. Alright. Yeah, and there was also a scene in the new trailer that was a throwback to JJ of Balloon Boy when he was peeking from the desk. That little thing of JJ where she's peeking under the desk and it's just half her face. It was just like that. And it low-key looked a little bit like JJ. The color scheme did. So, are they gonna put JJ in here? That would be crazy. That's like the same level as them adding Sparky. But I feel like if they added Sparky, they'd have to add, like, Candy or something. Candy the cat? Mangle, why? I don't know, I just feel like they should. Like, Candy was freaking huge. So it just makes sense. But yeah. Bro, that new trailer, I've watched it 700 times. It looks so good. Our first look at Withered Freddy, and it looks beautiful. Our first good look at Withered Foxy, and our first look at all 4 of them together. Bro, but still nothing really on the puppet. They actually showed more of the puppet in the first trailer, which is surprising. That's gonna be him. Thanks for saying bye-bye. I like the new audio cues in this version. It makes it easier to track who's where. You know, for example, if you have multiple people in the vents at once, on both sides, if it's Balloon Boy, he says bye-bye, so you know he's gone. If it's Chica, she's gonna giggle at you, so you know she's gone. And while you're dealing with those two on the left side, you can deal with Mangle and Bonnie. Bonnie doesn't actually have a noise when he leaves. Mangle obviously has a noise when she's there, so when she's not there, you don't hear it. So that's a good indicator. But yeah, it actually, you know, the exit noises are really helpful. They make the game a lot more easy to digest, because you're really not using your sense of sight as much. Anyway, I mean, you're relying a lot on audio cues for this game. So that's helpful. It levels out the senses you're using to actually get the game accomplished, I think. A good mix of sense-based gaming, I guess, is what you can call it. My issue, well, not my issue, but like, the reason I'm so bad at Fnaf 4 is because it's mainly audio-based. And I can't hear crap. Like, the issue is the breathing is it sounds like so many other things that occur in the game that you don't know when it's actually them breathing or not. And it's so light that you can barely hear it, so you have to turn your freaking audio up to like 10,000. But when they do jump scare you, it's so loud, it hurts because your audio is so high. The breathing never made sense to me. Like it's barely like an identifiable breathing sound. It sounds like muffled shuffling or something. It doesn't sound like breathing. But yeah. And it's just the anticipation and anxiety of that game that I just can't handle. It's so good. That's why it's the most terrifying FNAF game, like, by far. But that's why I can't play it. I can't do it, bro. I think FNAF is strongest when you're using a mix of all your senses. Oh, yes. Almost there, twins. Almost there. After this night, I'm gonna check chat. Because I haven't been looking at chat. Admittedly. I'm doing a bad job at that. Oh, here is... I'm boyfriend. Bro, I can't wait for Kellen Goff. Yes! Okay. Anyway, I can't wait to hear Kellen Goff voicing Toy Freddy in this freaking movie. I hope he does the I'm Toy Freddy! Like the Goofy type thing. Ooh, minigame moment. Here we are. Yeah, I hope he does that. I have a feeling he's going to. What's up, Mr. Bon Bon? Well, yeah. I do have a feeling that Kellen Goff is going to be doing, like, the Goofy type voice for Toy Freddy. You know, like what we hear in, Ultimate Custom. But, man, I'm really excited, because the animatronics don't really speak to you in the games. You know, unless you're Baby. And unless you're in the modern games, like Security Breach. Man, I love when the animatronics speak. I love that. It adds so much personality and you know, new stuff, like new vibes to the games. Because Freddy just doesn't come up to you and say, I'm Freddy Fazbear. You know, in FNAF 1 and 2, they don't say anything to you. But in Security Breach, they all have their own personalities. And they say stuff to you, and they talk to themselves like actual people. That's how advanced they are. Like, they're designed to do that. It's great. So I'm excited to hear the toy animatronics speak in the movie. Like, what are they gonna say? That's freaking awesome. Like, Matt Pat is Toy Bonnie? What is he gonna say? Bro. Megan Fox is Toy Chica. It makes a lot of sense. Like, people were clowning that choice just because they're like, oh, they're getting Hollywood actors to make it sell better. And I'm like, bro. They're getting people who actually make sense for the job. Like, I don't want to hear it. Come on. Megan Fox is like the first voice you think of when it comes to Toy Chica. Like, oh, what's up? And Matt Pat for Toy Bonnie, obviously, you gotta have Matt Pat in your FNAF movies, no matter what it is. Like, his first cameo was beautiful. Now he's taking on a lead role. That's awesome! Because Matt Pat was single-handedly, like, not single-handedly, but, I mean, he had a massive reason to a massive reason to do with the success of FNAF. I mean, he was keeping that franchise going along with hundreds of other theorists and prominent figures. But Matt Pat really was the main guy. I mean, he had all the best theories. He had all the theories that people considered canon. Most of Matt Pat's theories are what I consider to be canon. I mean, at least in my head, it makes the most sense. Mixed with, like, you know, John FNAF stuff. His theories are great. I agree with a great amount of both Matt Pat and John FNAF's theories. I think their theories combined create the most definitive story. Um, man, those two theorists, dude, like, they're so good. I've been rewatching a lot of theory videos recently, and I really do feel like the two of them have the greatest theories on the main storyline. Like, I think Matt has the best series on the books, because Bro is just built different. But like when you combine Matt, Pat, and John Fnaf's theories on the games, oh man, that's is he gone? Okay, I didn't hear it. That's the definitive timeline for me, at least. It makes sense in my head. Um, but so many other theories are great too. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you gotta have Matt Pat in your FNAF projects. He was just such a huge part of the fan base. Oh, what's up, you two? And that's not to say other creators weren't. They were certainly a massive part of it. But man, MatPat, everybody knows MatPat's theories. And so many people consider his theories, like, in their head canon. And that's what's so great about it, is his theories really do unite the fan base. So I love when other creators get featured, like Corey Kenshin. Bro. Oh, what the freak? Good lord, took you long enough, freaking BB. Yeah, I gotta go back on here. Freddy! Nope. Frick? I'm cooked! I'm cooked! I'm cooked! That was not fast enough. I'm dead. I'm so dead. What? Never mind. Anyway, yeah. I love when creators like that, people who are FNAF fans just get to be in the movie some way. Corey's, his cameo was great. I love it. He's so important as well. And the wall of employees of the weeks and months and whatnot, or employee of the week? No, employee of the month. I think it was the employee of the month. You got like people like Dawko on there. I love Dawko so much. Dawko is the best. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he was just such a huge part of FNAF as well. Um, I would love to see him have a bigger role as well. Like just anything, like him being a standard buyer in the FNAF conventions that we see in the movie. That'd be fire. Like just him at BazFest as a bystander would be crazy. But it's like the same way that the Minecraft movie did the DanTDM and LD Shadow Lady and all those collaborations and cameos. Just have them as regular people, you know, just in the movie. It's so cool when that happens because it feels really natural, but you like it's just so great to see them, and I truly love it. And I hope they get Markiplier in this movie. Like, Markiplier was supposed to be the security guard in the beginning of the first movie. But he was doing his own movie, so he couldn't do it because he had scheduling conflicts. So, um, man, I hope they got him to do something pretty big in this movie. Because you need to have Markiplier in these movies, and Markiplier is literally the guy who put FNAF on the map. Like, oh, I'm cooked. That was not my fault. That was a problem with the mouse. That was not my fault. Can we agree on that? How did I not die? Anyway. Yeah, no. Markiplier, when he started playing FNAF, bro, not a lot of people knew about it. When he started playing FNAF, everyone knew about it, dude. It was like the biggest playthrough on YouTube for a couple of years. I think it's fair to consider Markiplier to be the guy who really did put FNAF on the map. And I think it's considered fair to say MatPat was the guy to keep FNAF floating for so long, I think. There's so many people to contribute, or to credit, who contributed to that, but I think it's fair to say MatPat is among, like, the number one picks. If you had to choose, who started the big craze, I'd say Markiplier. Who kept it going, I'd say MatPat. Sup, guys? Why are you looking at me so weird? Huh? But yeah, you know, like I said, there's so many. Hello, there's so many amazing people to attribute to the success of FNAF as a whole. you know, but I definitely do think that Markiplier needs to be in a movie. Like he was not doing anything during the FNAF 2 shooting. He has no excuse to not be in this. For real. So let's see. We'll see. I'm excited to see what happens. Let's see here. But yeah, so many amazing members of the community who aren't even necessarily creators, but like people who comment regularly on videos and on Reddit posts. People and members of the community who interact with one another and build off one another's ideas and opinions, and people who are just part of the community. Like everybody is to credit to the success of this franchise. I mean, the community, it really is beautiful to see, the community light up so much. I'm really glad that this franchise has been alive for so long, because I've been a fan ever since like the second game came out. What is it, 2015? Gosh. I remember when FNAF 4 wasn't even out yet. That's insane. That was 2015, I think. Wow. No, that's insane. I remember, um, I remember when everybody was thinking FNAF 4 was gonna be the final game, and I was at some birthday party for one of my friends, and some guy was there who I hadn't met, and we got to talking about FNAF. So the freak. I got to talking about FNAF with this guy somehow, and he goes, "Dude, FNAF 4 is coming out in a couple of weeks, and it's gonna be the last game." And I said, "I know, I don't want it to be." And then it dropped early, I think. I think because that's a classic Scott thing to do. It drops early. Oh, Mango's here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the game dropped early. Um, and I never actually ended up getting it because I didn't have a phone at that point. I used my dad's phone for everything. And I had FNAF 1 and 2 on my dad's phone, I think. But I never ended up getting the other ones. I think FNAF 4 is like $7 on the App Store or something. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I probably am wrong about that. But I never ended up getting FNAF 4 on the phone. I watched people play it, like Dan TDM, Popular Mimos, I believe, played it too. But definitely Dan TDM, I think he played it. I know, because the YouTubers I only watched Dan TDM and Popular Mimos for most of my early YouTubing days. Um, so it was one of those two, if not both, who played it. Um, and Markiplier, of course. You gotta see Markiplier playing the new FNAF games. Was it the Bite of 87? No. It was actually the Bite of 83. So yeah, that was beautiful. I would love the most amazing like thing they could possibly do is have a bite happen in this movie and then have Markiplier's character just be like, "Was that the Bite of 87?" for no reason, and then have him just do that, and then have like nothing else to say, just saying that. I don't know, bro. I think that's a beautiful opportunity right there. And I think Scott knows. I think Scott knows that something has to happen with the Bite of 87. Or someone at least announcing it. Was that the Bite of 87? Oh! Oh. Bro, that is crazy. These animations are freaking fire. Yeah, I've been wanting to play like FNAF 2 in real time. I haven't found a great game for it. I need to do some more research, but I want to find one where I can just explore the pizzeria. Like I really have, ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with the idea of actually walking through these pizzerias. And that's why I love Security Breach so much, is because it fulfilled my childhood dreams of getting to play a 3D FNAF game and walk around the pizzeria and evade animatronics on foot. Um, it seems really difficult from the outside, because these animatronics can be fast. And being in such a small location makes it extremely hard to actually escape animatronics. That's why Security Breach is such a big game, is because you need a large surface area to be able to cover when you're being chased by at least 4 animatronics. You know, in FNAF 2 in real time would be literally impossible to survive with like 10 animatronics after you at once in such a small building. That's why I haven't been able to find a good one. I just feel like the gameplay loop isn't good enough. Let's see here. But man, dude, I really, really adore the direction they're going with for the FNAF movies. A lot of people, uh, weren't a big fan of like the story choices for FNAF 1. I did like those choices. Like the dream sequence stuff, Dream Theory, FNAF 4, Dream Theory. Huh? Ring a bell? Oh, but yeah. No, I love that. And I love that they're making unique story choices that aren't tied to the game's like 101. I like that this is a different continuity. It's a movie universe inspired heavily by the events of FNAF, but it isn't taking every single detail from FNAF and copying it as a whole. It's creating a brand new version of FNAF, and that's perfect for the movies because you need a different type of narrative for your movies no matter what you're recreating with said movies. Because you don't want to like what's the point in making a movie of something that it already exists if you're not going to make it unique to this rendition, you know? I think going too far away from source material is bad. I think straying away from what makes the franchise is bad. Like, you know, oh, ooh, bro. Ooh. Dude, that one got me. But yeah, I think that staying true to source material while creating original stories with said source material is the best way to go about recreating games in movie form. The FNAF 1 movie is great. You have Mike, you have his sister Abby, you know, people that don't exist in the games. Well, Mike Schmidt exists, obviously. We know about Mike Schmidt, but Abby doesn't really exist in the game. So, anyway, what I was saying is, adding new character like Garrett doesn't exist either. Adding new characters to the movies. Oh, hello, puppet. New characters in the movies that don't exist in the game. That's good. We're creating something new with something that we're familiar with. You know, they nailed the aesthetics of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They nailed the backstory of William Afton. They nailed the vibes of the four animatronics. It's great. Um, the vibes on point. Storyline very interesting. It's actually captivating. It interests you, and that's what's so good about it. Like you know what to expect as a FNAF fan. Everybody who played FNAF and who is knowledgeable on FNAF knew what to expect going in with the movie, but they still got surprised when all the deep fans of FNAF freaked out when they saw the book on Dream Theory. That was a shocker, and nobody was really expecting the storyline with Mike to happen, with the dream sequences and Garrett, and how it ties into William Afton. Nobody was expecting that. And nobody was expecting Vanessa either. You know, we knew Vanessa was going to be in the movie, but we didn't expect her to be the daughter of William Afton. Most people figured out there was something up with her. Most people came to the conclusion that she'd be like working with Afton somehow. Because we do know in Security Breach, Vanessa is a villain. Um, so we were expecting her to be a villain as well. We did not expect her to be the daughter of William Afton. What was that noise? But yeah, so many things that we did expect to happen. Like we knew the spring lock scene would probably be happening. Um, we knew the story of William Afton already. We knew what happened with the missing children's incident. We know all this. But there were still so many great moments that not anybody was really expecting to happen. And with this new movie, we're getting some great backstory of William Afton and Henry. What is that noise? Anyway. Great backstory, William Afton and Henry Emily. I'm so happy about this. Henry Emily has been so elusive for so many years, and we're finally actually seeing his character come to life. Henry Emily is probably the most elusive character in FNAF, at least mainline character. We don't see anything about Henry. Like, the only time his character is really colorized is when he has his voice lines in FNAF 6, which is why FNAF 6 is so good. We get to hear Henry Emily, we get to hear his motive, we get to actually hear what he's going through in his voice. And we get to see what he does to end what Afton did. So, Mike somehow tracking down Henry Emily is awesome. And him having a fantastic role in the movie makes me so happy. So I'm really, oh my gosh, bro, it's huge. I'm really hoping to see some flashback scenes of William and Henry interacting. I would love to see their dynamic, because one thing we never see in the games is Henry and William's dynamic. Because we know that they're supposed to be like power duo, and then they get torn apart by problems of William, and then eventually William goes and kills his freaking kid, and then now Henry's devastated, and William's doing his thing, and now boom, like the power duo is gone. The struggles are gone. So I'd like, sorry. Oh, I'm dead. The struggles aren't gone. The struggles have changed. That's what I mean. Also, I'm dead, by the way. What? I'm confused. What? Oh gosh. Please, Foxy, no. Oh. I have a feeling of impending doom. And it's the freaking siren head noises that are giving me that feeling. What is the purpose of this? For what purpose? But yeah, the way that the withered animatronics look in the trailer is insane. The way the toy animatronics look, they're so beautiful. They might have the best design of any FNAF animatronic in the movie so far. They are so beautifully on point. It is impossible to comprehend. It looks like the withered animatronics are going to be a lot smaller than in the game, which that's fine. Oh, Chica. Okay, Chica, stop giggling. But yeah, it does seem like they're going to be a lot smaller, which I'm getting distracted. It honestly is valid. They'd have to make like freaking 10 feet tall animatronics, and nobody wants to have to deal with the budget of that. Like, how are you gonna write those off? Like, dude, 10 feet tall? Look at how big these things are. They're literally as tall as the freaking room. That would be, no bueno, I'd imagine. So, yeah. They're shrinking the withered animatronics down to about the same size as the original animatronics in the movies, which I think is fine. I have no problem with that at all. They are just as scary and as intimidating as they are in the games. But for some reason, I don't know if it's just perspective, but it does kind of feel like the toy animatronics are a little bit bigger than the withered ones. It's probably just perspective, but it feels that way. No complaints, though. No complaints. No more mango, please. But yeah, they're really keeping the puppet like a mysterious thing. They're keeping the puppet mysterious. We don't see much of it in the first trailer. We don't see any of it in the second trailer. What we see is a couple of fingers, the same clip we see in the first trailer. But yeah, like I was saying before, they're really going for a backstory aspect here with William Afton and Vanessa. We're seeing flashbacks of Vanessa as a child. So we're actually going deeper into the Afton family lore, and of course, hopefully lots of details about Henry and his family and Charlie and that whole thing. There we go. Just beat the whole game. How long did that take? Like 30 minutes. All right. Now that's pretty good. Dude. There it is. 150 freaking smackers, dude. All right. Let me just go ahead and do some real quick. The best Sleep Token song to come out in 5 years. I'm just saying, that song's a banger. Yo, that's so fire. Anyway, yeah, there's Redux. I'm gonna try to do Sixth Night. I've never actually done, or I've never, sorry, have never actually completed the Sixth Night on Redux. It is so randomly hard. I don't understand. Night 5 is a breeze, but Night 6 is like 700 times harder. For what purpose? But yeah, I'm gonna try to yap about the movie while doing Night 6. This is gonna be a disaster of sorts. But I hope you're gonna stick around for me to do this. That would be nice. Okay. Let me get myself prepared here. Chat's still going. Let's see here. Hello? We good? I think we're good. Alright. Let's try to do Sixth Night while yapping. But yes. Backstory. Delicious backstory. Oopsies, my bad. Okay. I don't want the call. Okay, well. No! Leave! Bro, I despise Golden Freddy in this freaking game. I'm gonna be so for real. I do not like Golden Freddy in this game. I like the design the best of any Golden Freddy, but I hate the mechanic. This night is so much different. It's so much different. But yes, Henry Emily and Afton. I would love to see dynamics between the two of them. I would especially love to see dynamics between William and Vanessa. That'd be great. I want to see how they interact, or how they used to interact, at least, as a family. Because we know what happened in the first movie. They're not on good terms. Not on good terms. Considering he stabbed her in a lethal area. But you know what? Average William Afton stuff. So yes. Freak is happening. But yeah, very excited. I feel like the action sequences and the actual animatronics, and what they do, it's going to be a lot better than the first movie. Don't get me wrong, I love the first movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like top 10 at least, top 10. But we're gonna see some crazy stuff happen, and I'm all for it. I'm so excited. I was hoping the movie would be more like closer to 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes. Well, I feel like there's so much they could do with the movie. It could warrant being that long. But I think it's a little bit shorter than the first one somehow, which not a fan of that, but that's okay. As long as they know what they're doing, and it seems like they do. I just want to get to the third one so I can see Springtrap. they better get to regular sauce to work on that Springtrap suit. Because Quinn knows what he's doing. Like, bro. Like, get regular sauce and freaking Henson, get them together. And they'll create the most unbelievable animatronic suit you've ever seen. I only trust the regular sauce to work on this. If you don't know what his Springtrap suit is like, it baffles the mind. It literally seems like it's Springtrap in real life. It's insane. It's like you know Springtrap is kind of see-through. You can kind of see his corpse. You can see his gosh. You can see his mechanical parts as well. Somehow, the regular sauce achieves that while wearing it. He's a human who wears that kind of suit, and it doesn't look like a human in the suit. It's insane. But yeah, I'm very excited to see this Springtrap in action. So yeah, I doubt we're gonna get Springtrap in the second movie. I thought they were gonna do that. Oh, buddy. I had a oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh god. Oh no. Holy crap. I'm gonna get jump scared by Foxy. I'm cooked. Dead. Please. I knew it! Bro, I called it! Bro. Not one jump scare this whole time. In the second I get on night 6, boom. Not a single jump scare. The entire stream. And then we got this. Bro, I was doing a good job yapping, though. But yeah. I had theories about what Fnaf 2 movie is gonna be like. And I was not right. In the slightest. Not in the slightest. In fact, I was probably the opposite of right when I was theorizing for the Fnaf 2 movie. But, that's for the best. My theories, now looking at it, would not have been a great movie. I was just trying to predict what I thought made the most sense for them to do. Because, with the context of FNAF 1, I didn't see how there could be a location that existed previously to that one. In the context of FNAF 1, it didn't seem like there could be previous locations. Besides Fredbear's Family Diner. Which led me to believe that the next movie would take place years later. Somebody else would get a hold of Fazbear. And they would revive it in modern day. Hence creating the modern animatronics, which would be the toy animatronics. And I thought they were going to actually make the original animatronics from the first movie into the withered animatronics. That does sort of follow the storyline of the first 2 games. Or sorry, just the storyline in general. Kind of loosely. Because in the games, we know the OG FNAF 1 animatronics are not the withered animatronics. We know they're different. But we do know that the toy animatronics were meant to be an upgrade of them. A modern upgrade for modern times. Which, that's what my original theory would have been for the movie. It would have been someone getting a hold of Fazbear and then making the toy animatronics as an upgrade from the FNAF 1 animatronics, rather than the withered animatronics. And they were just gonna make the withered animatronics the original FNAF 1 animatronics. I imagine them doing that, and then them having the FNAF 1 animatronics just used for spare parts, which is what they did for the toy animatronics. They used spare parts of the withereds to use in the toys. So that's the same. And I imagine Springtrap, they would have also taken him thinking that he was just another, like, run-down animatronic. They stuck him in a room. And I imagine that Springtrap would be a villain in FNAF 2. But that's not the case, of course. Springtrap is still very much dead in the FNAF 2 movie. The locations are different. FNAF 2 location happened before FNAF 1 location. FNAF 2 animatronics came before the FNAF 1 animatronics. You know this. In the context of the trailers. But yeah, that was my original idea. That was what I was thinking they would do. It made sense in hindsight, but the context of this new trailer, what they're doing makes more sense. And it's also more faithful. So I like that. I like the concept of this, of the FNAF 2 being the original. They gotta drop some lore about Fredbear's Family Diner though. I'm sure they will when they get to the lore between Afton and Henry. I think they're gonna name drop the diner and talk about it at least. They'll be like, maybe like Henry will be like, I can imagine. Okay. Let me put it this way. The reason that Mike is searching for Henry Emily and eventually does get to him and starts talking to him, I'd imagine the reason he's doing that is to find out more information about Afton and to find out more information about their relationship, find out more information about Fazbear's as a company, the history of Fazbear's. He wants to know all about it. He wants to know what he's dealing with. You know, he wants to know why Abby is so drawn to it. He wants to know why they're trying to get to her. He's trying to find out also for Vanessa's sake, you know, what's going on with her family line and why she's being haunted by Afton still. So he's going to Henry because he somehow discovers that they used to be business partners. So I'd imagine that during that information sequence, he would mention how him and Afton met and how their business venture started. And of course, he would mention Fredbear's Family Diner, how it came before Fazbear's, how he created Freddy, or Fredbear. Sorry, no, he created Fredbear, and how Afton created Bonnie. And then he would explain what happened in Fredbear's Family Diner, why it shut down, and then why Afton went and made his own franchise, Freddy Fazbear's, and Afton created Freddy Fazbear from Fredbear. So Freddy Fazbear would be a William creation, but Fredbear would be a Henry creation. And of course, Bonnie remains William Afton's favorite. It was his from the start, his very own from the start. So, yeah, that makes sense. I would imagine during that sequence when he's getting information out of Henry, Henry would probably mention Fredbear's Family Diner. So, that'll be interesting. We're gonna get lots of lore. We might even hear about Chica's Party World. We might even hear about, you know, in a perfect reality, we'd hear about the mediocre melodies and how he created those, and how maybe Afton kind of stole the basic outline of those mediocre melodies and then created his own design with the spring locks. We know that Henry, Emily, and Afton have a very different animatronic design type of rig. We know they're different. We see the differences on the modern animatronics that William made versus the mediocre melodies, the ones that Henry made. We see the different. They're very different in build, but the endoskeleton shapes remain the same. The basic skeleton remains the same. It's just the way they're constructed are different based off of the personal preferences of the two men that are building them. So I can see Henry name dropping a bunch of stuff and explaining a bunch of stuff, including Fredbear's family diner. That seems the most plausible to me. But yeah, let's continue. Okay. Let's go! But yeah, I'm very certain he's gonna name drop Fredbear's family diner. It just makes sense. I mean, if Mike is getting information from Henry about their history, it all starts with Fredbear's family diner. It does. And maybe, like I said, Chica's Party World will mention that, because I'm pretty sure Henry did make Chica's Party World and created Chica. I think that's confirmed. I'm not very caught up on the lore with Secrets of the Mimic, so I don't really know what that game confirmed or what that game didn't confirm. I've watched a couple lore videos on it. I still don't know a lot about it, so I'm not sure. I know Chica's in it. I know like a Chica mascot's in it, but I'm not too sure about what that game entails. Um, but with my knowledge that I already have, I think it's safe to assume Henry opened up Chica's Party World, created Chica, and from there, Afton and Henry united to create Fredbear's Family Diner. I think that's what happened after Chica's Party World. And then after that, they went kind of their own way. And I think William created Fazbear's on his own. I'm not sure. I keep rewatching lore videos to get a better grip on it. Like, I can never remember if Afton created Fazbear on his own, or if that was a duo venture as well. Someone confirm that in the comments or in the chat right now if you're watching. Whether or not Fazbear's was an Afton solo thing, or if that was a Henry and Afton duo thing. But yeah. Oh my goodness me. But in the movies, it does seem like we're going to be giving Afton a bigger role in the animatronic creating realm. We know that it was Henry who was the main animatronic creator in the beginning. It was Afton, the man with the ideas and the business side of things. Looks like they're going to be Hello? I'm cooked. I'm just going to accept my fate. Oh! My battery just decided to freaking screw me over. I don't know why I unplugged it in the first place. It makes no sense. But we're here. Okay. Let's get going. But yeah, it looks like they're making Afton the genius behind the animatronics, not Henry. Which makes me wonder what Henry's role is going to be in this. Because it was always Henry was the OG animatronic guy, and William was the guy with the ideas and the business mind. And then, oh my gosh. And then William learned from Henry, and from there started creating his own animatronics. Is that a U2's? Why is there a Foxy U2's on my freaking table? Bro. Also, I have yet to see the Dawko poster. I don't know if I missed it or if I haven't actually got it yet, but there was a Dawko Easter egg in this. And it's so funny. But yeah, Um, you know that Afton learned from Henry and then ended up being so driven by his aspirations, he actually became a I'm dead. He became a better, more advanced, and smarter engineer and animatronic creator than Henry, and ended up surpassing him in skill. Um, so William wasn't the one with the skills at first. He was the man with the ideas, which is interesting. I saw John Fnaf react to the trailer, uh, and he noticed it. Of course, I think everyone noticed it. But he said, I think this is the most plausible. He said that he thinks that maybe Afton stole Henry's work and took it for himself. Um, which is why he's praised as the man behind the animatronics or the genius behind the animatronics in the newspaper, when actually it was Henry's designs that maybe Afton stole and built for himself or or whatever. But it does seem likely that maybe Afton did steal Henry's designs and engineering ideas. That makes sense. That way, Henry is still the genius behind the original designs, but Afton is the one who's actually creating them. That could be an interesting dynamic. You know, maybe Henry isn't the one making them at first. Maybe Henry's the one designing them, but Afton takes credit for those designs and creates them. Who knows? But I do think Afton started designing stuff, though. I think he started designing the Fnaf 1 animatronics. I think maybe Henry designed... Oh gosh. And at least in Fnaf 2, maybe Henry designed the Fnaf 2 animatronics. But we see blueprints, I think, from Afton of the Fnaf 1 animatronics, so I think he started designing those. Bro, let me in. Foxy, 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 Foxy. Let me flash you. Okay. I'm so cooked. I flashed! Oh my gosh. Bro, this is tragic, bro. Why can't I do Night 6? I had a perfect run. And then Night 6 came along and said no. But yeah, that could be the dynamic of Henry and Afton. Afton seems like the type of guy to be scummy from the start. I feel like he probably would steal Henry's ideas and then pass them off as his own, and then go make those animatronics, and then design new ones, and be like, oh, I'm the best, and then kind of throw Henry to the side, and also take from his profits. I feel like Henry. Hold on. We also hear, break. We also hear in the trailer, or see in the trailer, that William is very wealthy. So I wouldn't be surprised if William was taking from some of the profits that should have been going to Henry. There's, since Afton is a smart man, and a diabolically smart man, since it's, it's, um, hinted towards heavily that Afton was the guy behind the business aspect of things, he probably found a loophole to where he could legally take some profits from Henry. Some legal loophole, some big pot mumbo jumbo that he could use to back up the concept of him taking from Henry's profits. I feel like that's something Afton would do, which contributes to his wealth. It makes him wealthier than he should be, because it really should be divided evenly amongst the two of them. But since he's in charge of the business, he knows things that Henry doesn't. He knows loopholes that Henry doesn't. He knows financial loopholes that Henry doesn't. Which I can see attributing to the wealth of Afton. So yeah, That's just a thing. I'm thinking about it too much. I'm thinking about it way too deeply. I'm dissecting every possible aspect of Afton's personality in these movies because we want to know more, we want to see more, we want to know exactly what this man is thinking at all times. It's insane seeing him on the screen. And the most insane thing actually is seeing William Afton, Matthew Lillard, and Henry Emily, Skeet Ulrich, in the same movie. Billy and Stu are back. But man, it's so weird seeing Skeet Ulrich not look like an insane killer on the big screen. He looks so innocent as Henry, and it's so adorable. Don't get me wrong. Henry could probably whoop your cheeks in a minute or two. I feel like Henry's probably a tough guy, but he's an innocent guy. He's no criminal. He's no psycho killer like Afton is. It's so weird seeing. Say what? I literally just flashed the light and had my camera up for a split second, and he jump scares me. What is this? Is there something I'm missing? Huh? Told you a blackout sequence? Oh, wow! Wait a minute, that's crazy. Compares Mangle into Toy Foxy, causing him to play a brand new role? Like Willard Foxy, she is sensitive to your flashlight. Can appear all over the location if you're That's insane. Okay, so, if I'm understanding this right, you need to flash her to stun her. Then her system gets damaged. Oh, it's weird. I'll try that. I'll try that. It may increase difficulty. Great. Scrolling tank water. Alright, let me try that. Let me try it on night 5. I certainly can't do night 6 if this is gonna make it harder. Lord. But yeah, seeing the OG ghost faces together on the screen is insane. Oh, that's so questionable. Why does she has Toy Chica's physique? No, why? Why, bro? Oh, I'm not paying attention at all. Let's see how this is supposed to work. Hello, Foxy. Please stop. I genuinely just want to beat Night 6 so I can get to the extras. That's all I want. The extras are supposed to be really cool. I haven't seen a lot about them, but I want to know. It's so weird seeing fixed Mangle. Like, what? Low-key terrifying. Okay. Gwen is not moving. Bro, why is Night 6 such an insane jump in difficulty from Night 5? Oh, hello. Oh, well, I'm dead. I was not locked in. Just kidding. Oh, that was weird. That was 2 of them at once, bro. What the freak? What the freak, Bob, bro? What the freaky deaky junior, bro? Alright, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing it. Boy Chica Blackout. Classic. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right here. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna take a quick break. Okay. I'm gonna try 96 again. I want to get to the bonus content. But yeah, it's actually crazy seeing the OG ghost faces on screen again. Um, Stu looking crazy as usual, but Billy not looking crazy. He's looking like an innocent man. Henry Emily. We all know. Bro, I love freaking Scream, dude. If y'all haven't seen Scream 7 trailer, spoilers ahead. Go ahead and mute the audio right now if you don't want to hear about this. Alright? Go ahead and mute. But spoilers for Scream 7. Matthew Lillard is back as Stu. That's fantastic. The one complaint I've had about Scream this entire time is that Stu didn't get enough limelight. It was always Billy. It was Billy this, Billy that. It was gonna be Billy was supposed to get away and pin it all on Stu. Billy has appeared as not flashback, but like ghostly apparition, visions in Sam's head multiple times. Billy has appeared in like cameo form multiple times. He's been name dropped multiple times. He's been shown like in photos multiple times. Stu was name dropped like once or twice. And then showed in a photo once. And he was never the main focus of Scream 1. It was always about Billy. Which is... I think Billy's great. But Stu? Something fire about Stu. He felt like the truly insane man. There's the U2s again. Oh, it's gone. But yeah. Stu, I love Stu. He's my favorite ghost face by far. And I'm so excited to see what they do with him in Scream 7. Like, how are they gonna bring him back? A lot of people are saying the new Ghostface might be Stu's sister. But it's confirmed that Matthew Lillard is in this movie as Stu. He is in the movie as an actual role. So I don't know. Is the Ghostface gonna be Stu? That seems too obvious. One of the big parts of Scream is that you never know who it is from the start. Never. One of the things is they protect the script from even most of the cast members. Even the voice of Ghostface doesn't know who the killer is. They protect the script that closely. So, with their history of doing that, it seems unlikely that they would... I'm dead, by the way. It seems unlikely that they would do Stu as the main Ghostface. It really does. I'm also gonna die for Foxy, by the way. How is it only 2 AM? I'm so cooked. This night is so impossible. It's actually not even funny. Please, please, please let me freaking flash Foxy. Chica, I'm gonna die. Foxy's the worst part of this night by far. Thank you. go away. Foxy's back. Holy moly. Peace and quiet. Wow. But yeah. What was I saying? I was saying a lot. I was yapping a lot. Please no Foxy. Please no Foxy. Please no Foxy. God. I need to flash him before I put my camera up. Okay, I'm gonna lock in. Holy crap. We got doubles right now. Wow. Are you telling me that Chica and freaking Balloon Boy were at the same vent at the same time and Mangle was at the other one? What? This is so cursed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, please help me. Bonnie. Bonnie. Oh. Well, that's actually a surprise. Is Bonnie still there? No. Please. Please, let me flash. Okay. My flashlight's dead. I'm literally going to die. Dude. What is happening? I'm gonna die from Foxy. Wait, what? Yo! I did it! I finally did it! It's so hard! Oh my goodness, bro. I beat Redux. 20 bucks. Overtime. 20 bucks for overtime. Minor setback. Okay. CEO, Fazbear. Oh, yeah. Okay. Extras. Please give me good stuff. I have no idea what this is. Oh! Okay, here are my animatronics. We got Boy Freddy. Toy Bunny. Toy Chica. Hello. Mangle. Hello. That's so fire. Look at my man, Withered Freddy Fazbear. Withered Bonnie. That's terrifying. This is gonna be diabolical to see. Like, and him, his design is amazing. Look at how tiny he is. He is literally tiny. He is so tiny. Yeah, 20 for overtime is actually illegal, bro. Like, I did all of that for 20 bucks. You gotta be kidding me. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream, just chilling, playing some Fnaf right now. I just beat this whole game. We're gonna do night 7 though, if there is one. So, that'll be hard. The puppet, never saw the puppet. We never did that bad. Oh. Oh, well that's reassuring. I like this detail here. And then, what we got? Achievements. Oh. Well, I had no achievements this entire time. I didn't have this thing. going. Whatever, that's fine. Behind the scenes. Wow. Yeah, I'm very interested in how they managed to take the base game of FNAF 2 and make the animations in said base game. Wow, that's interesting. I'd like to see like a speed, like a time lapse or something of him animating this. I think, does Mangle have the hook in the original game? I think Mangle does. Actually, no. No, Mangle doesn't. I remember, is that Nikocado? Why is Nikocado down there? No, actually, I saw something recently about Mangle, and it's in one of the teasers for FNAF 2, where she is behind a curtain with Foxy, but she has a hook. She does not have a hook, but in this version she does. Interesting choice. I think it's a little bit weird. I'm not used to it. Um, but it does kind of fit, which is why I didn't immediately like call it out as being not in the original Mangle. So yeah, it's definitely weird, but she was originally going to have a hook. They just took it out, or Scott took it out. Just him. Um, but yeah, good call, good catch. Then we got Nikocado Avocado down here in the corner for some reason, bro. Look at this. Yes, this is true. It is weird that this game is in 3D because it's obviously a 2D clicker game, but you could technically like move in the room. Why is Nikocado down here? What? Why is Nikocado? Okay. All right. Yeah, look at these untextured models, dude. It's crazy all the stuff that goes into this game. It is actually crazy. Look at this. Also, I think my chat is a little bit behind, so I'm not seeing your messages at the same time as you're seeing me respond to them. True. Yo, here's the stage. That's crazy. Dude, I can't even imagine what it's like to actually go through an existing game and then add to it. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just chilling. I popped up on your feed. That's nice. Well, that's good. YouTube's doing its thing. I like that. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some FNAF 2 Redux in this stream. I just beat the whole game. I will be doing a little bit more. If there's a night 7, I'll be doing that. Finally beat night 6. I'm looking over the extras now. Yeah, Fredbear's Family Diner game. I need to play some of those. I have not played any Fredbear's Family Diners games. This is the only FNAF fan game I think I've ever played. I really like the ones that don't stray away from the main game so much, which is why I like this so much. It feels like FNAF 2, just slightly upgraded. But yeah, I need to check these new games out, dude. Like, I've never played that. Look at that. This is so fire. Here's the whole gang. I would love to learn how to do this, but I do not have the patience to learn how to code. And model 3D stuff. Oh, jump scare warning. I should have said something. Jump scare warning. I was just thinking about FNAF in real time. I think I mentioned it on this stream. I was looking for a FNAF 2 in real-time game. I couldn't find one that was really interesting enough for me. But I have been wanting to play FNAF 1 in real time. Here's jump scare warning, by the way. Dude, that's just so funny to me. Just the way he just jumps at you. This Chica. Rose is chilling. Puppet jump scare is crazy, bro. There's Golden Freddy. Ooh, we got cheats. Ooh. Yes! This is what I've been needing. I've been needing this. This is the whole reason why I kept failing Night 6. Because I genuinely just could not with the flashlight. What's this? A slow music box? That's awesome. No puppet? Even better. Fast Nights, radar map. I love radar maps. It's interesting to me to see how the animatronics actually travel. Slow reflexes? Yo, that's so cool. Challenges. Toxic? No! Really? Dude, I love Fnaf 1. You know, obviously, I've been around since like I want to say since when Fnaf 2 came out or Fnaf 3 came out, 2014, 2015, around that time. And obviously, back then you only had a couple of games to choose from. So I did love Fnaf 1. I love that game. Um I've been meaning to play in real time, like I said, because I've always loved the concept of actually getting to explore the FNAF pizzeria, especially in the first game, while being chased by animatronics. That is a cool concept to me. So, that's awesome. That's cool. Toxic Mask, that's making things so difficult, man. 3 lives? Oh, that's hard. Yeah, that's fair. I have most of the games on Xbox. I bought the bundle when it came out years ago. The only game I own on my computer is FNAF 2. Nice. Yeah, it's cool. I like that the FNAF games came to console and came in a bundle. I have the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and the sister location. And then I have FNAF 6 because it's free on my computer. Ultimate Custom Night because it's free on my computer. And then I have Help Wanted. And then I have Security Breach on my Xbox. The only one that I have actually bought on my computer is FNAF 2. And then the other two that came for free. But yeah, I love Security Breach as well. A quiet approach, the siren ambience that plays when the animatronics are near will be disabled. Oh, that's not good. I like the siren. Yeah, I actually don't have FNAF Help Wanted 2. That game, I think it's only for the newer gen consoles. I don't have a newer gen console. XS, I think it's what it's called. So I can't play it, unfortunately. And my computer's a potato, so I can't play it on my computer either. But yeah, Help Wanted's awesome. No cameras? No, not the puppet. JJ. Why does JJ want to wear my mask? What does that entail? What is she gonna do? Oh, Knights are the same speed as FNAF 1? What are the speed of Knights in FNAF 1? What, like 8 minutes? Not sure. Um, I know the FNAF 2 Knights are shorter, which is crazy because it feels longer. Start one step closer? Nah. What? Okay. Well, that's an interesting challenge right there. Oh my gosh. What? What? Hidden message? 12-hour shift? What does that mean? Yeah, I think FNAF 1 nights are like 7 or 8 minutes. I don't know how long these are. Stats. I've played 35 nights, and they're all from night 6. Look at that. I've won 11 nights because I played through the first 5 nights before. I played through 5 nights on this stream, And then I finally beat Night 6, which makes it 11. It's so embarrassing. 35 nights and I've only won 11 of them because I couldn't win Night 6. And every single night I've ever lost was Night 6, I think. Like, one mini game, 3 hours. I flipped the camera that many times. Holy crap, dude. Oh, they count the boops. 26 times is crazy. Withered Bonnie has the most kills on me. That's insane. 15% completion? How much left is there? Custom night. Oh my gosh. Yo, I can't do this. There's no way that I can do 420 mode. Let me try it. I have never tried 420 mode on FNAF 2 before. And I don't know how to do it. Yeah, 15% complete. Like, what else is there to do in this game? There can't be that much more to do in this game. It's probably counting custom night things, too. Because custom night takes up a lot of the actual progress you can make. Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Freak. Oh, no, this is gonna be bad. I actually don't need to worry about the lights. Puppet's still a thing, though. That's what I hate about this. Is that when you do customize, the puppet's always going to be there. Unless you turn off the puppet, which then that turns off achievements. FNAF Deluxe customize? I think so. This is FNAF 2 Redux, so I don't know. I don't know much about the Golden Boys. Could be. I'm not sure, though. Oh. FNAF. Yeah, this probably doesn't have that. I'll check that. Wait, this might not actually be bad. I say that, and I'm gonna get freaking murdered in a sec, so... I should just hold my tongue for a second. FNAF 2 Deluxe? Ooh! Spring Bonnie and Threadbare, that'd be interesting. I have seen videos about FNAF 2 Deluxe. I got Redux because it looks a little bit better. But I did see something about that, I think. Spring Bonnie and Fredbear would be awesome. Also, we're still waiting on a Fredbear's Family Diner game. We're getting in the direction of that with Secret of the Mimic. But we're not quite there yet. I would really love to see a Family Diner game in modern days. Because you could technically call FNAF 4 a Fredbear's Family Diner game. It didn't take place in the diner, but the minigames did. So, having like a security breach type game for the Fredbear's Family Diner would be awesome. It's almost impossible to beat that night. Oh, dude, if I can barely beat Night 6 on FNAF 2, I'm cooked. It's over, bro. Bro, how is my flashlight down already? I'm gonna get jump scared by Foxy. Foxy's by far the hardest part of these nights. But I know I have not used my flashlight this much. My flashlight is almost dead. The Fredbear design, I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. I don't remember right off the bat. About the fan-made one. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, bro, Foxy's gonna get me. Bro, I know Foxy's gonna get me. Because he has zero patience. Okay. Based off Nightmare Fredbear, that's awesome. That's how I always imagined Fredbear to look like. Just like that same outline. Just obviously not nightmarish. Fixed Fredbear. I love Nightmare Fredbear. Ooh. Yeah, I'm hoping to see some Fredbear stuff in the Fnaf 2 movie. I was on the stream earlier talking about how we see. Have you seen the new Fnaf 2 trailer movie yet? I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it yet. What? Foxy, why? Why? Oh, minigame. Oh, okay. When? What is happening here? Bro, they're getting impatient out here. Yeah, the one in Custom Night looks more like Golden Freddy. I think Golden Freddy's supposed to be like the actual Fredbear, but that's not what I imagine Fredbear to actually look like. Hello, Afton. Don't do that, please. He did it. Afton did it. He did it. He did it to Charlie. Why? Afton did not need to do all of that. Hi, puppet. Or should I say Charlie? Don't jump scare me, please. Okay, I didn't need to see that. That was unnecessary. Hello? Do I want to try that again? Do I? Let me see. Doing shiny. Double trouble, none of misfits. Foxy, Foxy, ladies. That would be hard. Freddy's Circus. Foxy is so annoying in this game, dude. The un-nightmared Fredbear. Judging off what you're saying, I think I'd like that too. Because I don't remember it too well. But Nightmare, like I said, Nightmare Fredbear is exactly how I'd imagine Fredbear to actually look. Besides the nightmarish stuff. Like, just the overall design and bulk. You know, I don't imagine Golden Freddy to be the canon Fredbear design. It's just Freddy. Which, when Scott made FNAF 1, I doubt that he actually intended for Golden Freddy to become Fredbear. Until, like, FNAF 2. Which is why he looks like Freddy. But I definitely think, canon-wise, the Nightmare Fredbear design would be the actual design of Fredbear. He's also scarier, too. Like, it gives a good reason as to why the crying child would be scared of Fredbear. Let me see here. There is a night I can unlock. I can unlock. By beating 420 mode. So I guess I'll try it again. Oh my goodness. Why? Foxy's such a problem with this night, dude. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. I want to unlock this tonight. The easier Fredbear game is probably... Oh, I got distracted! No! I'm definitely dead. Golden Pass. I should try it out. What? I survived? No shit. Oh. Well, if Bonnie didn't get me, Foxy definitely got me. Those nights of Fredbears, free roam. Yo, that would be fire. I gotta try free roam. Fredbears, dude. That'd be awesome. I gotta try them all out, honestly. Maybe I'll do that on stream next time. Oops. Okay. Dude, it's truly crazy how fast Foxy reacts. Like, he has no patience in this game. Like, can I put my camera up for a second? Just a second? That'd be great. Just go ahead and jump scare me, bro. Go ahead and do it. No, Foxy got to it before! Dude! That's how fast Foxy actually works. Foxy got to me before Freddy did. Dude, that's insane. Foxy's on some, like, speed running right now. He just wants to be the first one to kill me. That's so funny, dude. Why does he react so fast? I feel like Foxy's on freaking 40, while the others are on 20. Old style Fredbear game or a higher quality Fredbear game? I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what I prefer until I try them both. Because I feel like an old style retro Fredbear game would be fire, but a free roam would also be great. I mentioned like wanting to try a free roam Fredbear game earlier as well. I feel like that'd be great. Oh gosh. There's no way I live through this one. Yeah. Dude, he does. Like, I think you were there when I was doing my stats. Bonnie has the most kills. It's gonna be Foxy who has the most kills. It's definitely gonna be him by the end of this. Because Bonnie's not killing me more. Let me see. Stats. Yep. Foxy has overtaken Bonnie. He has killed me the most. And I think it's extremely evident. He has definitely killed me the most. That is funny. Alright, let's try it again. I think I can do it. Alright, let's give it a sec. Boom. Oh, they're both free roam? Ah, okay. Alright. That's awesome. I don't know then. I feel like a retro, old style version would fit the vibes of Fredbear the most. Because Fredbear's Family Diner is a retro. It's very retro. It's old. It's like early 70s, I think. Or late 70s. Sorry. Late 70s, early 80s is what I meant. Oh. Dude. You got it. You got it. Alright. But like, high quality would also be cool. Alright. Let's try this again, bro. I need to be locked in for this. I need to win. I need to win. I need to win. The lightning speed Fredbear? Oh no, I'm cooked. Bro is the fastest. Okay, alright. I don't know, I might try both, honestly. Dude. They both seem pretty intriguing. Fredbear. You know what they say? If Scott or Steelwool won't do it, the fans will get to it before them. Oh, I'm cooked. Yep, okay. Bro. Hold on, I'll be right back in like a minute. I have returned. Okay. Alright, I gotta get this. I gotta do this. I need to win this. Foxy is literally the biggest problem. Those Knights of Fredbear's new destiny? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably check out both. They both free on like Game Jolt or something? Okay. So it's the Golden Days and those days of Fredbear's, I think. Boom. Alright, bet. I'll check those out. I might play those on stream, or I might make videos about it. Ooh. We shall see. Color me intrigued. I've been meaning to play some Fredbear games, dude. I've been wanting to do that. Boom! Oh, I think Foxy's gonna kill me. I spent too much time battling that crap up. Okay, we're good. Please, please, please. Oh, it's two. Alright, so it's those Knights of Fredbear's Golden Days and those Knights of Fredbear's New Destiny. Okay, I see. I thought they were two separate games. I see. So they're in the same continuity, like the same creators. Or same, like, yeah, continuity, I guess what you would say. Same series. That's what I'm looking for, the same series. Okay. Oh! Oh, I did not react. I was looking at chat. Dude, I was distracted. Oh! I'm not good at this, bro. Bro, I was looking at chat. I was trying to be attentive. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, bro. Gotta try this again. Got to try this one more time. One more again. Here we go. Golden Pass, those Knights of Fredbear's New Destiny, and those Knights of Fredbear's. Okay, I see. I'll keep those titles in mind. Thank you for the recommendations. Very excited to try those out. Awesome. Alright. Can I do this? Can I do it? We'll find out. Bro, okay. How far did I get the first time? Did I get to like 4 AM? I think I did. They're all different in their own way. I bet. I'm excited. Ooh! Okay. I also need to try out the real-time games too. Fnaf in real time. Come on! Oh, I'm so cooked. Foxy's gonna get me. It's so... Foxy is so luck-based. Genuinely. Like, the other ones have a specific pattern. The lock... Ooh. Foxy is genuinely so luck-based, dude. Okay. Okay. Alright. Please. Please. Alright. No, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Ooh, a Golden Pass has a second game too. Nice. A bunch of series. Finally. Okay. Thank you for cooperating this time. This is awesome. Oh, no! Dude! That was not my fault. That was not my fault. You saw my mouse go down. That was absolutely not my fault. That was the glitch. That was definitely a glitch. Alright. Let's establish that was definitely a glitch. Roll the cams. Roll the cams. I did not make that mistake. No. Alright. I don't know how backed up the stream is right now. But... Dude, that's fire! Fnaf 2 with Withered Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, Withered... That's awesome. Spring Foxy is crazy, bro. That is epic. Alright. I might try 420 mode again in another stream. But I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for joining the stream. It was awesome. I'll probably be streaming sometime soon again. Maybe those Fredbear games, maybe Minecraft, I'm not sure. Or maybe this again, but we'll see. I'm trying to get back to streaming more consistently. I've been on a hiatus for a little bit. I'm trying to get back on it. But thanks for joining me today. Thanks for chatting. It was great to see you. Yes, Spring Foxy. Dude, I'm excited. I'll give these games a look, and I might play these on stream. You can check out the rest of my channel, see my schedule. I might post about it, make some community posts about it. Keep y'all updated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.